Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our Egg Timer podcast.
In today's podcast, we're covering the first Miraculous World special, New York Heroes.
With an EZ.
For some reason, yeah, alright.
Now, this is the first in a series of specials that showcase Ladybug and Cat Noir, meeting heroes from around the world. And for starters, the school participates in French-American Friendship Week, ooh la la.
I don't know if that's a real thing, but alright.
And they travel to New York as a field trip. But when Hawkmoth causes trouble in the city, the Miraculous Heroes, not with an EZ, and the New York Heroes, not with an EZ, must work together to stop him.
Right, and before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get updates on future podcasts and all the past videos.
Absolutely.
Now, when they first had a trailer for this, I was like really excited because it seemed like they were really thinking outside the box for this. It seemed like it was a really engaging idea, and I think this is what inspired MHA for World Heroes Mission, because this became a running thing after Miraculous tried it with the heroes of one country start meeting heroes from around the globe, and it was a great idea.
Definitely.
The unfortunate part is that once we watched it,
Disney.
once we watched it, it left, unfortunately for us, a lot to be desired.
And it changed hands, going to ownership to Disney.
Right. And there's so much to say, but we'll make sure we don't spoil everything in case you want to see it for yourself. Now, as I said, the concept was fantastic. But when they get to New York, it takes a while for them to get there, but they do get there. There are a few things that don't really work.
And before Ladybug goes, she asks Cat Noir, of course, to take care of things while she's away. And he's like, I can't stay here. I have to go help.
Right?
He doesn't tell her that, but okay, of course, like, humor ensues.
Right. And yes, there are lots of humorous parts in here. But the odd thing is that how they even handle them going to America. At first, it starts off fine when they see some of the heroes outside saving the plane from a villain.
The plane.
Right. But when they get there, they paint this rather odd picture of New York and the States. And what we want to say is that we know this is all just for the show and for the special. They might just be playing as a joke,
right.
But for us, it's starting not to feel like a joke after a while. So first off is that America's obsessed with superheroes.
It's like, are.
Right. But it was to a point where they were trying to do like MHA, where being a superhero was a paid job.
Right.
But they got to an extent where there's a superhero for everything. Like, even if you don't need one, we're going to make one so we can put it in there. And it's like, okay, I guess whatever sells. And then when they meet the main heroes of New York, you're under the guise of like a sort of Batman-inspired superhero, a Batman and Robin-inspired, and a Captain Marvel-inspired one.
And in this version, unlike in the American version, they are a ship. They are
yes,
a couple
Captain Marvel.
With two daughters, one being a robot,
yes,
like LED from
Monster
High,
yeah,
and a human daughter.
Yeah, and yeah, they're shipping Batman woman, I guess now, and Captain Marvel. That's not an idea I thought they would ever have. And
with a robotic, one of two kids, one being robotic.
Right, and of course, yes, the kids are superheroes as well, and these are sort of the ones that they sort of talk to majority of the special and get to know and how things work in the States when they save the day.
Right.
And the odd thing is that they didn't play enough with the idea of the New York superheroes. You have the Avengers, the Justice League, the X-Men, you got all these heroes, and now you got Kid Cosmic, and all they got were female heroes.
And that was another thing that struck us kind of odd, is why the male heroes were buffoons. They were laughable.
Right.
They were buffoons. They were incapable of doing anything.
Right.
And, you know, we know for some that works, but for us, we like how in superhero comics and movies and things, they work together to bring down the villain. But in here, they didn't work together. The women did it all, and the men were stupid. And for us, for that, it just didn't work. And we know that that has to be something from Disney, because prior to this, that didn't happen.
Right.
And the biggest disappointment for us is the dumbing down and the ridiculing of Cat Noir.
Right.
We love Cat Noir. Why they would make him look like he's incapable and stupid in here and dumb him down really is offensive for anyone who loves this show and its main character.
Right. And with that, like I said, the only two male heroes they ever paid attention to was a guy that can open portals by opening doors. His power is opening doors. And one can make a hot dog vending cart float. That was all the male heroes. And I think one was like Mr. Freeze or something, which is a villain. I don't know. But that was it. And then on top of that, we have Hawkmoth coming to here. So the excuse for Hawkmoth being here is that he's trying to find these different. Now they're not miraculous. Now they're talismans or something from different.
Miraculous sisters.
Right, they got something else named for that for different parts of the globe.
Right.
It's like the American equivalent of a Miraculous. And he's trying to get the one supposed to be the eagle one. It's supposed to be for freedom. But I think MHA did it better because when the person uses the Freedom Miraculous, the person he puts it on, they have the freedom to do whatever they want, and by that they mean they act irrational, they get anarchy, they have no moral compass, they do whatever makes them feel good, and they cause destruction. So the fact that that's the power of the American Miraculous seems a bit very odd, and this could possibly send the wrong message to somebody if they don't take it as a joke or something just to be a parody. It really says like they don't really trust a lot of these American heroes.
And another thing that was off-putting is, again, when you have a superhero movie where superheroes are supposed to work together, sometimes they start off, a little shaky, but they work it out.
Right.
Here, they kept telling Ladybug and Cat Noir they didn't want them. Go home. We don't need you. We can take care of
which is
ourselves.
unusual.
Which was really rude, and it's like, that is so unlike how it would be if it wasn't done by Disney, because Disney likes to amp up discord and chaos and people not getting along when they make these type of things.
Yeah.
And again, in this franchise, when we've seen the series seasons 1 through 3, this is not how they operate or how they get along with others. So this, again, was something that was so out of character for this series and this show that it made it less enjoyable at points throughout the movie.
Right.
But the good thing is that they did have some things that worked out through the end of the movie.
Yes, and definitely wanted to bring that up. While they did not treat Cat Noir very well by Ladybug or the American heroes, they were able to work together in the end, just like you were promised. It sort of works like a unofficial crossover. And also the animation really got upgraded for this one too. It was kind of like the Pokemon movies. It looked more clean, it looked colorful, it looked more cinematic. I do like that they tried to give the more epic tone to the Miraculous theme, where it's like miraculous and fun. They made it more epic and grand, like you listen to the Marvel movies. I did like that. Thought that was a great idea.
And there were 2 good plot twists, although we figured out one of the 2. But there were 2 good plot twists that take place near the end and at the end that you will like and did make for an enjoyable ending.
Right.
And you are left with the understanding that this is not going to be the last movie where they travel to other countries.
Right.
It's kind of inferred that, hey, this is just the beginning.
Right.
We can't wait to help out everywhere all over the world. And of course, they get back to France, and neither Ladybug or Cat Noir or their civilian personalities are aware that either went.
Right, so, and then France is in chaos too, thanks to you.
So if you have seen Miraculous New York Heroes movie special, let us know what you think in the comments. Do you agree with us? Did you have a different outlook on your view of this movie? Let us know. If you haven't seen it, you have to go to Disney.
I think Disney Plus now
to see it now, because Nickelodeon no longer has rights to show the movie.
Right.
As far as we know.
All right, and the next one is called Shanghai Legend of the Lady Dragon. So that will be the next Miraculous World special we will cover.
Yes, and if you haven't seen it, go to Disney Plus, check it out. Keep in mind that Disney now owns this franchise. Season 4 was different, and this movie is as well. But there are things that you can still love about it if you are lovers of the Miraculous Ladybug Cat Noir series like we are.
Right. And if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and weekly videos on your favorite anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for watching. I'm Mask Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Peace.